Welcome back, everyone, to Den of Necessity. I didn't just have to look over to my left to remember the name of, of what we were doing. But, yeah. Well, we last session was so intense that we had, in the timeline of recording, just had to take a week off because it was super stressful. Or was it? As one of the players here told me multiple times, you should have given me more stress.
That was me. I'm the one who said it.
And so, I will make sure in the future to give 32 stress per roll.
Yes.
Is it against the rules? Probably, but I'm also sure that in The Blades in the Dark, the book written by John Harper and game, he says, yeah, rule of cool, and I think that's cool for me.
Where we're going, there are no rules.
It's really funny, like, in reading a lot of different rule books and stuff, there's a lot of rules that are, a lot of, like, things just like, here are the rules, but remember, if it's cool or it doesn't make sense, just don't do the rule. And then in my head, it's like, then why'd you write it? So
It's not fair.
I don't know. But is what is. Oh, you know what? I know what we're missing here. We're missing our I think it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Our sweet little music to get in the mood. These three songs that I get off of my music license thing, they're all by this band called Shimmer, and it's the one we're listening to is Shimmer West. The one when we have like big action fight stuff is Shimmer Hunted, and the one that's like the crew doing crew things is Shimmer Worth. And they are quickly becoming my three favorite songs to do any game with because they just fit so well. But anyway. Yeah, so I guess just a little bit of pre-show banter, just to let you guys know, I had my own kind of stuff happening where I had to talk to the cops yesterday.
Oh.
Whoa.
Always fun.
Yeah.
Blades in the Dark
Yeah.
IRL?
Yeah, it's like, apparently they're not a big fan of you doing a heist to steal all their tires. No. Without going into too much detail and talking a little bit quietly, because these walls are super thin in my apartment, there's some contention between two of the people on this street that live in close proximity.
Excitement.
And it sounds like it's going to court. But anyway, to where one of the people turned and looked at me, he's like, you'll go testify. And I'm like, eh.
I know nothing.
That's the who?
I see nothing.
Yes.
I hear nothing. I know nothing.
I will test these fries for sure.
I'll
So
test
who
some
knows? But who knows? Maybe some of these characters here will be getting into. I don't know. There's a potential of them meeting some blue coats, or maybe some of their friends. Who knows? Who knows? You know. It all is up to the dice. I guess just a quick synopsis. If you guys are coming into, this is episode 5. We're about halfway through. As I said, 10 episode run. And without going too far into it, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, I don't know if later this year or not, but we might do a season 2. We'll see. We'll see if these guys will all still be willing to be my friend if we by the time we finish this. But no, we're definitely having fun. But yes, if you guys have just joined, we are doing a little thing called downtime. The way Blades in the Dark works is that you have your job, your score, which they did last time, and let's see, what? I'm trying to remember. Daring. Yep, that's I would agree that there was a lot of daring actions that probably went on that will help things as we do XP. But yeah, let's get into it as you guys leave. As I quickly move the map over, remember the name of the thing, of Rain's Hound Races. You guys run back to Silkhaven, to the basement.
Veleris actually stayed behind to watch the Hound race.
Oh, that's
he did put
right.
Begos.
That's right. Let's see. And that's right. Okay. We'll do that. Thank you for reminding me about that. So yeah, we see the race, and for anyone that's listened to the last episode, and if I narrated any of the race, I honestly don't remember what I did. And so
Everyone died except for the one that won. Or at least they all fell down on the track.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I fully narrated the race or anything.
You fully narrated to the end of the race.
Okay.
And the victory.
Synopsis of that, because I can see I rolled a 6 on the fortune die in here, that the winning bet, the aggro crag, won through help. We'll just leave it at that. If you guys, yeah, if you guys want to know all the help that the little pup, well, or no, it's not even a little pup. It's a giant sheepdog. Go back to episode 4, and I'm ready to hear about all the rules I got wrong. But if you guys were listening earlier, rules are illusion in the world of tabletop role-playing games, unless you need them. So, yeah. So pretty much you go and pay out. How much coin did you put in?
I want to say 2.
2. And
Yeah.
Aggro Crag was definitely not the favored one, so not a lot of people were voting on the Aggro Crag. And so, you know what? I'm gonna roll a fortune die.
Ooh. See how much we get. Come on, 6s. Double 6, double 6. Oh.
Fine. Okay. So yeah, you're able to get 3 coin.
Ooh.
So, for example, for anyone who is not familiar, 2 coin is like several full purses of money, and 4 coin is like a giant, not giant, but a strong box full of money. So you have a strong purse full of money. That is full, severally. But anyway, yes, but
And
you,
How many coins is it again?
3 coin, which would be a ton of money. I think I was reading that like a coin equals to like a week's worth of wages.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's not like which I have a hard time like wrapping my head around that sometimes as well, because it's like, oh, 1 gold, right? And it's like, no, it is a healthy sum of money. So yeah, as you guys come back, Kai, Eoin, and Veleris, you guys are all back in the basement now. Veleris definitely looking happy with, for some reason, I'll let him decide if he's going to share what he earned. But yeah, so there's all that, and yeah, who is going to let Grace know and hand over the Dream Smoke?
I guess, I mean, it would make sense for me to do it.
Alrighty.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll let you set the scene. I was like, wait, where are we?
Well, where do you think you would have her meet you at the basement, or would you have like maybe a predetermined like spot to meet to hand this over?
I would think that. Well, I mean, like if there's something that we still want to do here, then let's take care of that. I would.
No, this is the end.
Oh, we're
so,
right
like,
there. Okay.
This is the payoff. Like, normally you do this at the end of the last thing, but I story wise and narratively, it just made sense to end it where we did. Plus, it was getting late.
You know,
but
you know what? Actually, yeah, I think that in this case, Grace would probably have, because we're right here, so it would make sense for there to be nearby some sort of cargo or like a boat or something that she can go ahead and just take the vials or whatever and just transport and just get on out of here. So I don't mind that. Yeah, something like that works.
How about this? There is, as I zoom into the map a little bit, there is nearby where you guys have set up, there's multiple bridges, and there is a bridge here called, as I just lost it, the Bridge of Mist, and maybe that is where you guys meet. It is, I'm pinging where it is on the map. It is, if you look at Silk Shore, it's near the east coast a little bit. Like if you see the E's, it's like directly to the right of it. It's a small little bridge.
There we go. I see it.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So like as you get there, it's just like it has definitely earned its name. Maybe due to
how misty it is.
Yeah, that from the mist, like maybe kind of pouring out of maybe some of the shops here, like or some whatever chemical stuff's going on, and she meets you there, and she's like, so, Kai, how did you do?
Kai will take one of the vials out and twirl it, kind of like the way I'm going to twirl my pen here in a second in her fingers, and then just kind of hold one forward out towards Grace, not really say anything, because she's embarrassed to really kind of use words around her.
Yeah, she's like, oh, whoa, this is like high quality stuff. Okay, this will definitely help out. Also, since it's been 2 weeks, I think you grabbed like a bandolier like full of vials,
it was a lot,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Are you giving that all to her, or are you keeping some, or?
I actually want to be honest and upfront and negotiate it, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, let's not be fully honest. Just, I'll ask, Kai will ask Grace, how much, sorry, so how many did you need again, exactly?
Well, our supply's running low, and it's... I don't have a D6 on my desk that I was just gonna roll. I'm just gonna say, just roll a quick D6. Oh, well, it seems like, well, one would definitely get us there, but I don't know, if you were able to get any more, it would really help us.
Kai looks at Grace and is wavering a little bit, really unsure of like what to do in this situation. Kai wants to enjoy some and possibly recreationally do whatever she would like with it, whether it is selling or having it for herself, but also sees Grace as in need in this situation. Kai then gets face to face with Grace and says, and admits how much she actually has on hand, but may need more money in exchange.
It's not like you show her and she's like, her eyes go wide,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh wow, I don't know if I have enough money to cover that. Is there... I might be able to... If you give me a... Okay, how about this? I could give you a job that... Or a contact that would help give you a lot of money. Well, as you know, my line of work, some people might say cheat, I say take advantage, but anyway, we have some high-profile people that may be looking for some of the shadier clientele to do their work. I don't know if I used the right word, but anyway, employees to do some work, and they pay very well. So if you are interested in that, I don't want to lie to you. I honestly would not be able to give you a fair price, and like, we're friends. I don't want to take advantage of you, but if you give me a little bit of time, I could pull some strings, and we could get you an extremely well-paying job if that would work.
Kai looks a little to the side for a second and says, the money's not necessarily for me. You know that. I only need what I need to get by. This is for the crew that I'm with. I have no issue giving you however much you want. It's just they're going to definitely want to see more in return.
Well, we're already giving you 4 coin. Like, that's... I don't know. If I could squeeze stuff together, maybe make it 5, but it's...
Oh, sorry. I should have clarified that. I'm sorry. I meant in terms of, like, getting the other job. So, like, sorry. I meant that to mean, like, how much is the job going to present? I apologize.
Well, so they're some of them are like kind of high-ranking people in the Spark Rights, like the guys that are keeping the Ghost Field up, and they will spare no expense to get some of the stuff they need, especially when they hear that you guys are like that you guys are pretty much keep a low profile and like not stay in the limelight. Like, they would want someone who's sneaky. No, but it's like that's just one customer. If we might be able to, there's definitely some government people as well that are always looking for blackmail. Like, and normally all they want is like secrets that their rival has, and like all you have to do is sneak into their house and like get some stuff. Like, it's honestly, they're kind of dumb. They'll pay big money for a job that would cost you like 2 coin. So it's like, I understand the crew and everything, like you have to figure that out, but I can help you get the connections. It's totally up to you if you guys want to take it.
Kai then pulls a second of the vial, and that one she just kind of holds in her other hand while twirling the other one, and then kicks along because what was it, like a package or something like that with the, what is it in?
Oh, all the vials. They're like, the way I pictured is like one of those like big belts that Worf wears, but like around his body, but it's just vials.
Okay. Just takes the second one and then takes the belt and just hands it over to Grace and says, "You owe me a drink."
Oh, okay. Well, I can mix business and pleasure. Just let me know.
Kai tries to play it cool and just says, "Easy enough." and turns away, just kind of pretending like she doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. And like when we see in the camera as Kai like is walking into the mist, as Grace is like fading there, she's like giving the like playful like wave as like the mist envelops her. And yeah, you guys have, funny enough, you have the 4 coin, and it sounds like Kai has some dream smoke or whatever it was called. Oh yeah, it's dream smoke. Funny enough, the original thing she was offering. So you got more money and some stuff. So, but honestly, like what you guys got out of that was amazing. So yeah, so now you guys got that. It is time for a little thing called advancement. So how about this? How about we stick with Kai, and we're going to level up your character. If you had any so I can't remember, so as I was telling you guys, if you take desperate actions, make sure you mark XP for that. Yep. And then let's see. Boom, boom, boom. So, anyway, let's find out. So, so did you address a challenge with violence or
coercion?
Yeah, I was like the word that was trying to come out of my mouth. I know that's not the word, but would you? Do you think that Kai did that?
When doesn't Kai do that? Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I used my superhuman strength to kick a door open and then threaten the dude who had all the dream smoke. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And I think using that flashback to pretty much have some people turn their back and drug their employee.
Yes.
Yeah. So take 2 XP for that.
Okay.
Did Kai express their beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
No.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what beliefs would be, but you were pretty much, well, the only person focused on the actual reason you were there. And then, did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
Yep. Dream smoke.
Yep. So, no, that would have been a pleasure. So, yeah, mark an XP for that. And then that can go into any of your like insight, prowess, or resolve. I'm totally blanking on what they call them, or your playbook, which is down there. And then so that is up to you.
Okay.
And we'll go to the next character, and while you think what you want to do, for stress and all that stuff.
Okay.
Let's go with Eoin. I'm like trying to look on the character sheet to see what oh, there it is. Oh, cool. It's at the bottom there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I'm reading this, and it's like, did you address the challenge with knowledge or arcane power? Definitely arcane power. Mm-hmm. I'd give you that. Definitely 1. I don't know. Is there a separate instance or an example of a knowledge that you used, or?
Well, if we want to, the knowledge that electroplasm will cause poisoning of some sort in animals, but
that was a pretty big thing for you. Yeah, so
that could also be expressed in like my heritage and my background, right, in all of his studies and things. Right.
Yeah,
because
you
he
can
has
go.
like the background and history on like what electroplasm has done to things, and he's weird enough to like have.
Alright. Yeah, you convinced me. Whether you want to put it in with knowledge or kind of background and history and stuff, gain 1 XP for the Quicksilver stuff. But is there anything else, beliefs, drives, heritage, or background that you could think of?
No, I think those two are for sure
Alright.
good, and then
did you struggle with issues with vice or traumas during this session? You don't have any traumas.
I don't have any traumas, but I think as he so his vice is weird. So when weird things happen, he's pretty fascinated by it.
I would say I'll give you an XP for it, especially when you go into the ghost field.
Right, so either
or
walking in the ghost field or attempting to command a ghost, right? Like him commanding a ghost would like be one of those
I would
things
put
that-
commanding the ghost under arcane power. I
Okay.
think your vice of going into the ghost field and have everyone like I don't even remember what they said. It was just like
let me see.
it's like
He steps through ghost door into the ghost field to escape. He hears whispers in there about how he is a champion, the one who will bring us all out.
yeah. The one that will bring us all.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that could definitely be a vice with your whatever you do in weird. So yeah. I'll let you figure out if you want to keep that in your playbook or if you want to put that in any of your other stats, and you can
We're
when
definitely upgrading resolve.
Yep.
We got,
So
we got a full
resolve.
tier.
There you go. So yeah, give a pip and to wherever it is, and you can clear that stat.
We're gonna go consort because he started. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to command with that because the command worked on the ghost.
Mm-hmm. So.
And there we go.
All right. And now everyone's favorite character to say their name, Veleris.
Veleris.
Let's go down. Let's see. So, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Tracking, yes, to find the where the hounds were housed at.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. I'll give you one for that. I'm trying to. Oh wow, you. Okay. You definitely have a playbook advancement now. So, yeah. So I guess just you can keep track of if you want to. Well, are you gonna advance in your playbook, or are you gonna drop them into the other stats, or?
I'm actually go ahead and drop them to the other stats.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, we'll keep going then. Yeah, and then just in that way, you guys know, and for anyone who's listening, when you get a playbook advancement, when you get XP, you can put it in your playbook of advancement or advancement of insight, prowess, or resolve. One gives you more stats to pad out your dice rolls, and the other one gives you special abilities. So when you get the playbook set up. Trying to think if you. I'm trying to think. Did you fight with any of the people before Eoin stinking summoned up a portal to Ghost Town?
No, Veleris didn't.
Didn't? Yeah, I think you were about to, and then
Yep.
Eoin did whisper things. Okay, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Veleris did not.
Alright, yeah. And I would agree with that. And definitely, yes, for this next one, did you struggle with issues with your vice or traumas, you gambling crazy person?
Yep.
Heck with the job, I'm going to gamble, which I guess worked out for you because you got sweet cash from it.
Yep.
Yeah, just make sure you mark the coin off on your come on brain on your character sheet. The other thing is, if you put it in your stash, which I kind of see you're doing now, to take it out, I think it's like, to take it back out, it's like taking 2 coin out of your stash will be 1. So it's like a diminishing return, but your stash is what you would use, like, if Veleris or any of these other characters want to retire at some point. That's what they would pull from with the stash.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, did that. It's, well, you definitely are leveling something up, I'm guessing, with your playbook and everything. What are you leveling up, or are you gonna look through it a little bit more?
I look through it a little bit more. I may just take those points and put it into. Back at me.
Oh, yeah, your mic cut out a little bit. You put into.
Oh, I think I may take these points and put them into my skill tracker.
All right.
Instead of leveling up the playbook, but I'm gonna take a look at it.
Yeah, no problem. We can we'll come back to that. So yeah, the next thing here is our crew, our fun crew. So here's the big thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out. Let's see, crew advancement, the payoff. Okay, let's do this first because I keep messing this up. Keep getting confused. Is rep. So you automatically earn 2 rep per score by default. So you're already getting that before we put that in. The target. Okay, if the target of the score is a higher tier than you, take +1 rep. I would say yes. A lot of things, especially the establishments that you are attempting to hit as a tier 0 crew, is definitely that. So you get another point of rep. Yep, so, and the other rule here that I'm seeing is that if you guys were quiet about it, which you weren't, so, yeah, so I'm gonna mark 3 rep here. You're getting close. By the way, if you guys, I was reading, if you guys acquire turf, that will allow you to not need as much rep to level up. So that would, turf would come down the other way, and that would help fill level you guys up a little bit more.
Let's talk about acquiring turf then.
So, but yeah, so that can also be a job and all that stuff. But first things first, let's figure out crew advancement before we talk about jobs and all that other fun stuff. So, execute a successful burglary, espionage, robbery, or sabotage operation. I will say yes, you guys definitely did, at least one of you, a robbery.
Hey, I sabotaged a whole bunch of animals. I sabotaged a race. I'm just saying.
He rigged an entire race.
Just like a stinking player to just squeeze all XP, you can have it. Contend with challenges above your current station. I would say yeah. It's a tier 0 thing going into there. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Let's see. Your reputation is daring. I would definitely say this whole thing was daring. So definitely with that. Express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. That's the thing. I'm not sure if, like, you guys are... You know what? There's one thing that always keeps coming up with you guys and your crew, and it's like, we don't really care what the job is as long as it gives us a butt ton of money.
Yeah.
So, I will say, definitely that was, you guys will get an advancement, or not advancement, but an XP for that. So, looks like next job here, the crew is going to be getting something.
Yeah.
So you guys got 4 coin from that job. And so you guys, before you split that up, well, you don't have a vault, so that might also be something to go in there. But before you guys split up that money, remember that you have to at least pay the wraiths 1 coin, or if you want to like be on good terms with them, you can pay them 2. But or you guys don't have to pay them. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys paying your
What's the
pretty much your rent?
what's the benefit again to paying 2? I need a refresher. Sorry.
The pretty much paying 2 is, it's like pretty much they're more friendly and more willing to work with you.
We increase our reputation with them. So like right now we're +1, so then we'll be +2 with the wraiths.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and like they'll be more willing to work with you and protect you guys as different things happen and all that jazz.
And what is it when we get to +3? Then we're like allies with them or something.
Something like that. Well, I'll read it. I'll worry about that when we get there.
I know -3 means we're at war with someone. So.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's the other side as well. So,
Eoin would say, "You can take my piece and give it to the wraiths."
well, you would have everyone be able to get 1, and then if you want, and then you can split like that extra coin that's floating around.
Oh, that's right. It's all.
No, but like what Eowyn's saying is he doesn't. It's like
He doesn't want his coin.
What do I
Okay.
need coin for? I've got everything I need.
I'll actually. I will also. Kai will throw in the coin as well. Kai doesn't necessarily for Kai. It's not necessarily about the money. Kai wants a fight. If the money is just putting a roof over our head and making sure that we're good at the end of the day, Kai will gladly contribute to that.
All right.
And Veleris is gonna go ahead and take his coin
Yeah.
because he has more gambling to do later.
Are you gonna take that extra coin floating around too?
I mean, if nobody doesn't want to take it, then Veleris will go ahead and take it. He'll put it to use somewhere.
Yeah. So you meet with. You guys go and pay the wraiths and let's see. I gotta go to the book real quick and just see. There we go. I found them. Yeah. So pretty much this guy, he comes up to you and he's wearing this like this mask and like kind of just like tight kind of like tight clothing that looks like it's not constricting in any way. As you guys to go give them like these 2 coin, you guys can. It doesn't matter who's giving it to them. But yeah, this mask, like it's pretty much. Oh, now I'm forgetting the character. I'm thinking of a character from Naruto, Toby. He's got like the orange swirl mask. Is that his name? Is it? Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Toby.
Yes.
Yes. At least that's what his name is, and probably
Oh,
the poor
Toji.
translation. Toji? Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a translation online years ago, so I'm like, I don't know if that's the actual thing. But anyway, it's kind of like that style mask where he's got like a hood up and like a mask that is fully concealing his face, and it's not like an orange swirl, but it's like something to give you that picture where it's like it's pretty much just a blank slate, and then like like etched in like where like right under where an eye would be is like the Roman numeral for 6 there.
Okay.
And he's just
Oh, you're talking about like one of the Ambu Black Ops?
the what?
One of the Ambu Black Ops. They have masks.
Do they?
Yep, and ropes.
I'll be honest, it's been so long since I read Naruto that I'm just like all I remember was the orange swirly mask, and now everything is just off the top of my head. It was more of just to give you an image of this. Yeah, like this guy who's like, it's not like super tight clothing, like, but it's like but it's also not like loose flowing robes or something. It's pretty much a suit that allows movement, but then it's also kind of concealing the identity and gender of whoever you're meeting. So like you just kind of hear this voice kind of come out, and just like kind of nondescript voice, and just like, the Wraiths will greatly appreciate this, and we've been hearing about your work. It's a little loud, but I think we can do something together. Yeah, and they take the money, and it's they're definitely accepting of that and that. So yeah, so anyway, so yeah, you guys did that, and now time for the thing that we all were waiting for. Heat. So here's the thing. I'm trying to think. I'm torn between 4 and 6 right here, because it was not contained. It was not smooth and quiet. One person was sort of quiet, but it was not contained. It was definitely loud and chaotic. However, I would also say that it was wild, because I believe they had to make a call over the whole stadium to tell people, hey, there's just been a delay. So I'm plus like a whole troop of guards saw Eoin open up a ghost field and go into that.
Well, they saw someone wearing a mask go into it.
Yeah. So
with a VI on his face.
And one of them saw me, and the other one got eaten by a ghost. So.
Mm-hmm. So.
But there's a lot of people interested in the man with the mask that walked through a ghost door.
Yes. And Veleris, I'm gonna give you guys 4 heat, because Veleris, he was in disguise, and he was very clear that like he was in disguise, did what he wanted to do, and then as soon as he pretty much drugged a whole bunch of dogs. Oh no, he boosted a dog. That's what he did. He gave it a pick me up, and then I remember him saying that he took off the disguise and went and watched the rest of the race. And yeah, I'm giving you guys 4 heat for that. I think I would have given you guys 6 if it spilled out onto the track and more than just security saw you guys. So you guys are 3 heat levels away from getting a wanted level.
Sweet.
Which will be fun. But the thing is, you guys are still like a level 0 crew, so you're not like overall you're not super high on on a lot of people's radar right now, except like there's some crazies. But anyway, it is time for us to do a little thing called the entanglements roll. So I'm just gonna roll a fortune here. Roll the number of die equal to their wanted level. Okay, yep. So you guys have 0. Okay, it's in the same thing. So, rivals or the unquiet dead. Let me just read this here. Okay, I know what we're gonna be doing here. So, Rival. I'll read them so that way you guys can know, and people watching. Rivals is a neutral faction throws their weight around. They threaten you, a friend, a contact, or one of your vice purveyors. Forfeit 1 rep or 1 coin per tier of the rival, or stand up to them and lose 1 status with them. Or Unquiet Dead, which is a rogue spirit is drawn to you. Perhaps a past victim. Acquire the services of a whisperer or a railjack to attempt to destroy or banish it, or to deal with it yourself. So, I know which one I'm going to do, and you guys are all in the attic. Is it? What do you guys called your thing? Yeah, the attic. Kind of just sitting there, maybe splitting up the money as Veleris is like, well, if you're not going to take the extra coin, as he just, without even asking, to slide it into like his crow's beak. And you guys are sitting there, and like the room grows cold, as and like you guys can definitely feel it as you look, like, yeah, pretty much as well, you guys are pack rats, so you guys have like tons of like just boxes and things just all jumbled all over the place, as like this one of the boxes, like a pile of boxes, begins to shake and like glow with this greenish energy, as a spirit pops out, and it's just like looks at you all, and it's just like, the speaker of the dead is here. We require us to be free. Let us go. And like, as he begins to talk, he begins to like gain, like, become louder, and just like, we must be free. You must bring us out, and we demand it. And yeah, what are you guys going to do? Because this thing is now haunting your lair. And is just kind of babbling incoherently.
So there's a
like
ghost in our lair?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a ghost in your lair making incoherent babbling like a toddler trying to explain Blue's Clues to you. Not that I have personal experience.
Oh, good. Eoin puts his fine spirit mask on and steps up to the ghost with a spirit bottle, and pops open the spirit bottle and attempts to catch the ghost in his spirit bottle.
Alright. Well, roll. I'm gonna need a roll for this.
Sure, let's do it.
Roll for the spirit bottle.
All right. What would we call the position here?
This is a downtime. So yeah, just controlled for standard effect.
Perfect. Just making sure.
Yep.
Come on, 6.
Do this, and we got...
Hey!
That's a 6.
Hey!
So yeah, like he's just constantly like, and we must be free from that cursed place, and you will lead us, for you are the speaker. And while it's distracted and like kind of, I don't know, I'm picturing like Aladdin as like Jafar when he like becomes a genie. He's just like, you will set us free, like kind of like raising up to the thing. You like kind of pop open the spirit bottle, and it's just like, and now what is going on? As it just gets and like forced into the bottle, as it like is like kind of vibrating in your hands, like as it's, one could guess, not very happy to be in a home of like that, but yeah, and pretty much the vibrate. It's like I don't know, like if you guys ever like had like a Xbox or a PlayStation controller that you like set on like your coffee table, and then like a cutscene plays, like
Oh yeah,
it's like it's like that, where it's just like, oh my gosh. And so like it's and it's like almost an hour until like it finally calms down, and But yeah, you handled it quickly and swiftly, and yeah, nothing really kind of came out from that.
Oi, that was one cheeky chance. Sorry about that, lads. Try to keep him out of our noses.
It's gonna be like if we ever make T-shirts, it's just gonna be Eoin. Just, I think that's just like his catchphrase for everything. Everyone's a cheeky chancer.
Cheeky chancer.
But shall we do a little thing called downtime activities?
Let's do it.
Oh,
Yep.
real quick, for everyone that had XP floating around, did you determine where you're putting that and if anything gets leveled up? I know Veleris did you determine what you were doing?
Yeah, so Veleris went ahead and I leveled up his playbook advancement, so I took an extra special ability.
Alright. Do you want to let us know what it is, or are you gonna...
Yep, he decided to go ahead and go with the scout ability.
Ooh.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, when you...
So basically allows him to prepare a position and use camouflage to get plus 1d to roll to avoid detection.
Yeah, and then and then when you try to get information, you get +1 effect.
Yep.
So, fun. We did Eoin. Kai, did you have anything that leveled up, or?
I just kind of kept things where they were. So I have 6 in playbook advancement right now. So I'm 6 out of 8, and I think I put one of them in prowess. I think is what I pushed up. So I have 2 in prowess, 2 in resolve, nothing in insight.
Okay.
Kind of bouncing.
By the way,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, you're fine. One thing, just to let you guys know, veteran. If there's something that you want to take from any of the other playbooks, that is what veteran would be. So
right.
I think we would just kind of hit the plus button and type it in there. The necessary evil, like the crew would also have that as well. So if you guys want to keep with what you're doing, or there's like I'm trying to remember, there's like an advancement in one of the books where it's the crew play books where it's like you can kill people and not set off the ghost wardens. So you guys really haven't gone. You pretty much erased souls, but you guys really haven't. Well, erased souls. That's probably too strong of what you guys were doing, but you gave people new homes. You haven't really murdered anybody yet. So
yet.
Yeah, I'm
about
not saying
doggies, but
Okay, so at this point we can choose something from the veteran.
Yeah. If that's when you guys look through the playbook and if you see something in there that looks interesting, but the crew isn't a high enough level to level up yet, so or didn't get enough XP to level up yet. After next job, unless.
But individually we can, or is that just for the crew?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, individually as well. So, yeah, if you want to take a peek through that, and since you didn't know that, if you want to, like, if between this session, next session, if you want to look through, because I believe you guys have access to the book in here for the playbooks and all that stuff for in Roll20. If you go to the compendium,
if you just type in playbooks, I think they have all the playbooks.
Yeah. So either it's easy to find, or worst comes to worst, if we can figure that out. But yeah, if you want to switch that between now and next session, I'll allow that. I'll give you a little bit of a lemon law. But anyway, let's do a little thing called downtime. Let's see. Well, let's start with Veleris, since Veleris went last in and leveling up and all that stuff. What do you want to do for your first downtime activity? A quick reminder for everybody is you can acquire an asset, a long-term project, recovery, which is if you're injured, reduce heat, you can train, which will give you XP, and indulge a vice, which would lower stress.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So Valeris is gonna want to both gamble and also train.
All right. Well, let's do the gambling first then, because we'll see. We'll see how much stress you can get out. Yeah. So, do you have an idea where he would go to gamble? Would he go back to the hound races, or would he hit up somewhere more local?
Yep, I think you hit up something more local. Play a bit of a try to see if there's any local gambling casinos around.
Oh, yeah. No, there's definitely some in here, for sure. Probably not in the ease. Maybe probably in the Laguna. Like as you look down and you see the Bridge of Fortune. There's some underground gambling. I guess another question is, would Veleris, like, since he definitely won huge in the dog races, would he want another kind of race style thing, or would he want like roulette, cards, another gambling thing that I'm not thinking of?
Yeah, I think you would want to go with more of a roulette.
Roulette? Okay, yeah. So you cross the Bridge of Fortunes, and you find pretty much this casino that is just, it's called the Whisper's Purse. As you go in there, and it's like it's run by this like person who is carrying a spirit in them, as like and you can see them like kind of going back and forth between the two personalities, like and it's a little bit creepy, but you see him walking around, but like you're able to get in, and you kind of sit at a table, and I don't know what the person who runs one of those things is called, but the old spinny man is sitting there, and he's like, "Okay, what do you want to vote on? Where are you placing your chips?" And he's asking the whole table, so it's just like we don't have to really role play it if you don't want to. It's just like you place them all out there, and roll. Let's see. I always forget what you got to roll here. Vice, indulge in your vice. So downtime. You have to roll your weakest quality, so whatever insight, prowess, or resolve is. So whatever the weakest one. So looks like resolve there.
Yep.
So yeah, so you're gonna roll 2 and take the lower.
Alright, roll 2, take the lower.
Just before you roll that, I'm just making sure that I'm doing that right. Lowest attribute rating. There's a time just simply use that rating. The thing, actually, no, it would be one die, because you have a pip in sway, so just 1 die.
Okay.
We'll take your first one right there. It's a 5, so that's what it would have been. Anyway, But yeah, so you do that, and yeah, you pretty much clear five stress as pretty much as that goes and clears out. I'm just double checking. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, so you can clear out 5 stress, and yeah, like maybe from that, like it's definitely not a big thing. Let's just say I'll just you get a coin from your night. So it's just like you made some as I see the stash constantly
Perfect.
growing.
Yes.
He's gonna have an early retirement. Yeah, I will say, like, if you want to spend it, make sure you put it in like the little coin thing above that. But if you're just throwing it in your stash, that is a-okay.
Okay.
Alright. So yeah, we did that. Eoin, what would you like to do?
So Eowyn's gonna do 2 different things. I think he's gonna try to reduce some heat for the crew.
Alright.
And then he's gonna try to get rid of this pesky twisted ankle.
Alright. Which one do you want to do first?
I think he's gonna try to work on getting rid of some of his limp that he has.
Okay. Alright.
So he's gonna do that first.
Alright. So, yep.
And I think he's going to try to look for a new doctor, because he is not a fan of Veleris' doc. and probably will not do nice things to him if he sees him again.
Alright. Just...
So I don't know if I'm like reaching out.
Well,
to...
I think you would... I'm just... recover, seek treatment. Okay, I'm just making sure, like, if you don't... Excuse me, yeah, okay. I was just reading to make sure, like, if you didn't have a connection with somebody, like, if it would cost you anything, but it looks like it doesn't.
I think he was just going to, like, reach out to, like, Adelaide and see if there's another doc that Adelaide knows.
Oh, yeah, and he's like... was like... Oh, now I forgot what his voice was, but he's just like... Oh, yes. I have a friend, and, like, he kind of just tells you somebody within the E's that is, like, kind of just a little bit north up there, and, let's see. You know what? I'm going to, let's see. I want to roll on the people thing. Let's find out. You know what? So we got things here. Okay, so... let's see. 1, 2. Alright. I'm gonna roll 2d6. Alright. So you find a woman, a large woman, that as I don't know, maybe you have flashbacks of when you got that twisted ankle, and this large woman is just let's see, oh, hold on, I realized this table, I did it wrong. Hold on, we'll see if she's still large. Let's find out. Let's see. Okay, it is a dark woman. It's like a chart where it's like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you roll 2d6 to find out who it is. Yeah. So she this dark woman, she is I forget how tall is Eowyn?
Eowyn is he's lanky, but he's not like, so he's like in and around, like he's like average size, but he's just like is long.
Okay.
So he's not like 7 foot tall or anything, or like anything over 6.
Yeah.
He's just like a normal heighted guy. You're not gonna notice him different in a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But like his limbs are just like, when you see him, he looks like he could be taller because he's just like not really built out well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this woman, she is definitely like tall. Like she is like 6'5" and like yeah, like shaven head as she just like kind of looks down at you, and she's just like, "All right, come here." I guess I should roll to find out what her heritage is.
Boy,
Yeah,
I
let's do
think
that. You
I'm
know
in
what?
Love.
Here, we're gonna have fun. Let's see. Okay, 3. So she's wow, I cannot talk to my Akarosi.
Right.
Yeah, so she is from this area, and so she's just like, all right, how can I help you?
Oh, you see, I had this large woman fall on top of me, and she jacked up my ankle, you see, and I just need some help. The last doc was a kook. Couldn't even do anything right. But as I see here, standing in front of me, there's this wonderful lady. I must say, you are a beauty. And I think you could do a great job getting me right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll on her preferred methods to find out how she interacts with you. Hey, a 4. And a 6. And so, well, I'm gonna let you know. Oh wait, hold on. That was goals. Here, I like that goal. Let's just do one more. 5 and 1 for preferred methods. Boom. Hey, so she I'm gonna role play this, and then I'll let you guys know what got rolled. I'm writing this character down. She is way too cool. So anyway, she's like, "Oh, did you go to Melver? Is that where you went?"
Oh, I don't remember what that kook's name was.
Sounds like his handiwork. He is a fool, and we do not deal with fools here.
Oh, you got that right, Butte.
All right, let's see. Let me take a look at your ankle. And I think do you roll?
No, well, I think
see.
because we're a tier 0, it's just you roll 2.
Two, and take the lower. Yeah. So go ahead, do that.
Okay, let me.
You can just do it on fortune.
Yeah.
That way you just and yeah,
Fortune
0 die,
roll.
and that will give you 2.
Back over. Number of dice 0, right? Yeah. Submit. Submit.
Alright, well this works really well with what one of her goals was. So she begins to work as she's like, "I need you to bite down on this," and gives you like this plank of wood. And like kind of like very master and commander from is that what that movie's called? The boat movie?
Yes.
How the doctor they came up with a second one, I think, and she's like, she puts like a piece of wood in your mouth or like or leather, and she's like, "Be careful, this might hurt," and like she grabs your leg and then just yanks on it as you hear like popping in your ankle as she's like, "Yes, this is good, this is very good," and like she's like a pain. You definitely take I think it's like you recover 1. I think it is. So
Jeez.
yeah, so she it's like it definitely hurts when she does that to you, and she's like, "Yes," and then she like is like, "Okay, now we must rotate," and she like begins rotating like your foot a little bit, and it's like the pain begins to die a little bit, and it's like you still have, by the end of it, you have a little bit of a limp, but she's just like, "Trust me, what happens is you must have the pain to release your pain in your foot, and so trust me. In another session, no more than 2, if you keep rolling like that, you should be good.
And Eoin like is just trying to like take it all in. Like he sees this like towering woman who like has like stolen his breath away, but at the same time she just like pulled his ankle out of the socket and then like put it back in, and he's just like, all right, we'll try your methods again.
You will be here next week.
Oh, I'll come anytime you call.
Don't. I forgot her name already.
You didn't say what her name was.
I know. I had it in my head, and then I was like, it immediately left. And it's like, that's right. You will always come to Momma T to get your fixings.
This roleplay is
Don't make
real
me
weird, Dave. Real fast.
Don't make me hunt you down.
All right, Mama.
That's not my name.
Oi. That's the name I like.
Do you like your other ankle?
All right, Mama T. All right, I'm sorry.
That's what I thought. Now get out of here. I have other customers.
Okay.
There's no one outside. There's no one out there.
I see how it is. Playing hard to get. I have things to attend to. He's just like slightly like limps a little less than he was when he walked in as he exits.
I'm writing Momma T down. It's like TEA.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah. So, as you guys heard the first thing I rolled, which was a woman and dark, and then her preferred methods. Let's see, that was a 5 and a 1, which was manipulation, where she was immediately telling you that yes, Melver is a terrible physiker. Why would you even go to him? But then her goals is chaos and destruction, which is why she's ripping your bones apart to put them back together.
Oh, my type of lady. Let's go. Eoin is falling in love with chaos and destruction. Let's go.
Wow, just like another one of your characters. Anyway,
I've got a type. What can I say? At least this one's not like whiny.
That's fun. It's a fun way to create people. And then I was flipping through the other pages, and then it's just like, oh, there's one for devils, and it's just like for ghosts and all that other stuff that are there, and demons and summoned horrors. There's just a whole bunch of fun stuff in here. So anyway, yeah, so we did that. Let's go over to Kai. Kai, what would you like to do?
I think we're gonna do some Vice Indulgent. So let's do something with the good old oh jeez, I keep forgetting what it's called. The vials that we got. It's not blood dust. It's
Dream Smoke.
Green smoke. Thank you. Dream Smoke. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I keep thinking it has a cooler name than that, and it's like, oh, it's just Dream Smoke. There we go.
Yeah, Dream Smoke. It is pretty neat for people who, I think I mentioned it to you guys, but I'll read it again. Where Dream Smoke is a milder formulation of Black Lotus. It induces a pleasant intoxication. And I will let you guys know what Black Lotus is, because it is quite funny. Black Lotus is a tar-like resin made from the leaves of a plant. It induces a coma-like stupor and visions.
Heroin.
So you have like the Fisher-Price version of that.
Sweet. Let's be at a bar somewhere, and let's set up an environment where like possibly somebody else can interact, and yeah, let's go with something like that. Because that's where.
Do you want to do it in the basement, or are you going somewhere else?
I feel like I was in the basement last time, right?
No, you were in a different bar.
I was at a different bar. You're right. Okay, let's stay kind of close to home. Kai's a little wants to stay a little closer to home today.
Okay, so you are in the basement.
Yes.
Then? All right. Go ahead. Yeah, so you take that. It's a little bit, maybe it's a little bit of a cooler night, or not as busy, but yeah, you see Adelaide isn't there, but I forgot his name. Yeah, Rigney. Wait, no, not Rigney. Shoot, I forgot the name of the dude that was running the bar that I. Let's see,
I forgot now too.
Here? Yeah, I didn't write it down. We'll name him Paul. Paul. Yeah, so Paul's like, he's the other barkeep.
I almost wanted to say he was Kel Keenan, and I was like, no, that's from 2 weeks ago.
So, well, when I go back and edit this and like the later, I will find his name and be like, oh yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, Paul, he's the new hire, and it's a busy night, and you found your corner to sit up in, and go ahead.
Can I go up to Paul and just before I go and get into my corner, just ask Paul for a drink?
Oh yeah. What do you want there, my friend?
Hey, Pamplemousse, get me a. It's his last name. His name is Paul Pamplemousse now.
Oh wait, do we want to roll and create him?
Yes, do it.
Okay, we'll skip the first one. We already said it's a man. Actually, no, it could be a woman named Paul. Let's find out. You know
Let's
what?
figure it out. That's beautiful.
I'm okay with this form of chaos.
Could be short for Pauline.
It is a woman. It is a woman.
Paulie Pamplemousse.
Paulie Pamplemousse. Let's see.
I won't forget that.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna write it down in my document here.
I got it because it was the name. It was the flavor of my LaCroix that I'm drinking. So.
All right. So it is. She is disfigured and maimed. Or maimed. So maybe she has like this large scar on her. Kind of on her cheek that kind of spreads over to like her chin and mouth of pretty much she got too close to one of the spark fields and it like sparked and like when she was young, and it's healed up now, but it's like it still has that burn on her that which maybe that's what probably why she got hired, because not a lot of people want to mess with her. Let's roll goals.
Must not be great goals.
She wants wealth. But like she's limited in with her disfigurement that's where she has to be like trying to get some of this money. Let's see, preferred methods. Oh, okay, 6 and 4. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to share that one with you guys, but I will, because just your characters will know it, but you guys will. Is that she prefers to sabotage, so maybe she likes to play tricks to get some of that wealth that she wants.
Okay.
And then we already know her professions and all that. So. It's funny, there's like a whole thing here.
Paulie Pamplemousse. I don't know
what this page is for, but yeah. But yeah, she's like, yeah, what you want?
We need to create a drink name. Okay.
Called Frog Legs from our D&D session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that you had the same blank total brain blank out and was like, I need to come up with an alcoholic drink.
Yeah. Let's go with I want a flaming fist.
All right, if that's what you want. Another one of these. I'm not going to be picking you off the floor again, am I, Kai?
Kai just kind of kind of gives a small grin and like doesn't really make eye contact and says, "No promises."
And like she mixes up real quick. She's like, "Just keep your vomit like to yourself this time."
Yeah. And then you know what? I do have a coin. Can I flick the coin to Pamplemousse?
Sure, if you want. It's like,
Yeah, because
say, I was like, you wouldn't give her a week's full of pay for.
Oh, that's right, because coins are a lot of money.
So
Okay.
yeah, so like you pay her and all that stuff.
Okay.
And like if you wanted to give her a little bit extra because you're in the attic, then that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have just been like a generous payment because like, it's the kind of playful like talk and calling her Pamplemousse, I think, is just my way of being like, yeah, you know me. All right, so I'll go sit down and start enjoying my drink, and then Kai begins to pull one of the vials that she kept out of her pocket and is just kind of fiddling around with it, twirling it, as she kind of looks out at the bar. As she begins to devour her drink, she then takes because what is it like? You take you take like a little bit of it, right? You don't sniff it, right? I forget how we take this.
It is a vapor, so it's like the way they were giving it to you is like kind of like they give you a little bit of a sample that like they would kind of put in like this kind of gas mask kind of contraption.
Yeah,
but like we can say that you could have like some sort of like smaller, more portable one that's a more control that you were able to pick up.
Can we? Yeah, like something like let's say it's something like a vape, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, she takes her little contraption out and puts a little bit of the fluid in the vial, and then partakes and kind of just lies back looking out at the bar around her and the people, and I will let you decide what happens then.
Well, you're gonna roll.
Okay.
Your lowest thing, which is insight, and you have a pip in there. So roll one die, and we'll see how much stress you lose. You get rid of all your stress.
Sweet.
I was gonna say you don't want to roll a 6. Yeah. So like, between the mixture of the dream smoke and all that stuff, as yeah, like, and it's just like it's this pleasant intoxication that is mixing with the fire. What was the name of the drink? The
fiery fist.
Fiery fist. Yeah. It's just like you get this pleasant feeling, and like you get this warmth like kind of in your chest as you drink that, and it's just a very relaxing, pleasurable time as you are just kind of lost in the noise and the buzz of the basement. And yeah,
I'll take
with that.
She gets a pleasant one for once.
Yeah, so yeah, so let's move on over to Veleris for their second thing where I believe you said that you're training.
Yep.
So let's see. When you train, you mark 1 XP on the XP track for an attribute or playbook advancement. And then training to upgrade, unlocked, marked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and I don't think you guys have the crew bonus to get you the extra XP when you train, right?
Only for prowess.
Only for prowess. Oh, that's built in. Okay.
Yeah, so when we train for prowess, we get plus 2 XP instead of...
Okay. So, yeah, I think I like slightly remember that, and then... Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, you have that marked. So, is that what you are doing?
Yeah, Veleris is going to train in prowess.
All right. Yeah, so did you already mark that, or...
I know I haven't marked it yet.
Okay, yeah. So you have to put a pip anywhere. So is there because you had one open spot, and so you now have 1 XP in prowess. Do you have an idea where you're gonna put that pip, or?
Yeah, I think he's gonna work on his finessing skills and his sleight of hand. So whenever he's out in the field pickpocketing people, he's gonna be a little bit more successful with, or stand a better chance at gaining something of value.
Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. So we did that. I'm like writing down all these like NPCs now so I don't forget them. Let's see. Yes. Eoin, what would you like to do for your second?
So
you wanted to get rid of heat,
yeah,
right?
so he's going to try to reduce some of the heat. Especially since he's the reason that all of the heat happened.
Hey, say what your character does to reduce the heat of the crew, and you're going to do an action roll. So the example to do is like maybe you consort with a friend who's a blue coat, and she arranges incriminating watch reports to disappear, or use command to cause fear within the local citizens that they're afraid to snitch. So
I think what he's gonna do, because he's a little crazy, is he is going to kind of. So he got a really good look at the guy who saw him, but he's the only other person that like got a look at his face. And so he's going to prowl this person and kind of get an idea of like what this because it was a guard, or was it
the one who's possessed now?
No, the other one, not the possessed one, because there was 2 of them that had a good look at him.
Oh yeah, he was a guard for.
Yeah, so he's gonna prowl this guard, and then once he has an idea of like what this guard does, so he's like gonna follow him around for like, so he's gonna follow him around. He's gonna wait till like this guard is in a spot where he's vulnerable, and he's going to approach him with his fine spirit mask on and command him to either keep his mouth shut or have a ghost force its way down its throat.
Alright. So, roll prowl. See if you can...
I will see how well I do at getting a hold of him. Is this a controlled standard?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Just
you're not in a job.
making sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you find him and all that stuff, and yeah, he's like, you go to confront him. He's like, whoa! I don't want any trouble. What do you want, man?
Like Eowyn's trying to like hide his voice because he's a little self-conscious that his voice is very recognizable. So he's like, if you don't keep your mouth shut about what you saw, you're gonna be just like your friend there, who no longer is control of himself.
I can't control myself when I'm on the saw. Yeah, no, okay. Sure, whatever you say there, buddy.
And
yeah, he's like, he gets the message. He's like, no, I'm not talking. And I'm like, I need that job. Got like 32 kids to go feed. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go mess this up. Don't worry. Secret's safe with me.
And Eoin just brings his finger up over the mask, just like this, as he like walks back into like the Homer Simpson meme of like back into the bushes, but like back into the bushes. So he just like,
and then a light, an overhead light turns on. He's like,
Who?
Overtopping him. He's like, I can still see you.
Well, because I feel like
I'm joking. Yeah,
like
yeah. I get
Eoin
what
was
you're
like
saying.
following, and then he saw where he was going, and so like Eoin like went into like the alley, and then like as this guy like turned down the alley or something, he was just like right there in his face.
Yeah. No, I was playing jokes, but
That's
yes,
it.
no, he would be very freaked out of some weird masked weirdo popping out and just talking like Batman.
Well, I think he's gonna recognize the mask too, because it's the same mask from the person who put the mask on and then went into the.
All right, so a 5 gets you reduces 2 heat.
All right.
So you're at 4 heat. I just reduced your rep.
I was about to say, I was like, the heat didn't go down, dude.
You're still at 4 heat. Your heat and rep were tied. All right. And last but not least, Kai, what would you like to do for your last turn?
We have a weapon we need to continue working on.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we started out at the place and we were working on because it like went from like the idea of like, all right, maybe a sword, and then it was a knife, and then we thought, okay, a gauntlet because I punch. So I think we started off with this idea of like a sort of like gauntlet or something like that that can protrude or like extract kind of like a knife or a claw or something. I'm guessing we're thinking like X-23 or Wolverine or something like that.
Yeah, what I have written in my notes is a gauntlet that fires a projectile out for stunning.
Yep.
Also has claws.
Yes, and I think for maybe this next part we can figure out how, or go to someone who can figure out the projectile part of it.
Yeah, so Jira is working on the blueprint right now.
Right.
So, let's see. Let's see what you roll here. Yeah, so, roll one of your stats, that you want to try to use to pretty much find someone to come in on this project or whatever. Like, whatever you want to do. So, to increase this clock.
Oh, shoot. Should I have rolled prowess or should I have rolled something else?
Let's see. When you roll prowess, you would have rolled, like, kind of either, like, hunt, study, skirmish, wreck, like, one of those stats of, like, that you would use, like, it's pretty much an action that you are going to, they're using to, like, either convince, either by force or by words, or
Let's do.
to have this person help you.
Okay, let's do sway then. Sway makes sense.
Okay. And you said you're looking for someone to come alongside Jira and kind of help out with the projectile stuff.
Yeah, to kind of figure out the whole like shooting stuff out of it portion of it. Like I would imagine Jira's working on this and knows like certain things, but maybe not necessarily how to put it together. Maybe there's like a magical aspect to it or like a mechanical part that like somebody else might know. So that's the goal here.
Okay.
Does position or anything matter?
Nah, not for this. Just
Okay.
yeah, just do controlled for standard.
There we go.
Oh, 6.
Ooh,
Okay.
double.
So that's a crit. That's a critical. So fill in 5 segments.
Oh, sweet. Let's go.
How much does that bring you up to now?
That gets me to. I only got 2 more to go.
If you have a coin, which you don't, I was gonna say you could have paid to
And gotten the other 2.
have. Well, no, you wouldn't be able to level it up anymore, but you would be able to take another action, like another downtime activity to, pretty much fulfill that, like to see if you can fill this weapon.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you. Before we do this, I don't know if you want to ask Veleris for that spare gold that was lying around, if that's something you would do, or
Nah, we're
just,
honorable
you know.
broke people over here.
Alrighty. Veleris is just like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, so you bring in, lost it, where'd it go? Oh man, there was somebody that, where are they? I know I saw the name and I'm like trying to find it real quick. One sec. Okay, there we go. It's actually somebody off of Veleris's potential friends, but maybe when you were mentioning this, Veleris mentions an assassin that they heard of by the name of Steiner, who is like kind of notorious in the field of like using like high tech. What you guys would consider to be high-tech weapons, and so you find him, and like this is like this time is like supposed to be like weeks, if not months, in between jobs, to help you also paint a little bit of a picture. And so it's like maybe it's you finally are able to track him down, and then it's just like a full-on like week or 2 weeks of just like. I need your help, this is what we're doing, and all that stuff, and then finally he looks at you just like, fine, I will do this, if you would leave me alone. And then like he goes to Jira, and then, I don't remember Jira's voice, because it was a while ago as well, and he's like, yo man, that dude that you found to help out, it fixed the problem, we almost have a prototype, we're testing it, we are almost there. And so, with that, the last thing that we'll do is let's find out what job we're gonna do next. All right. So let's see. I'm pretty sure we did everything. Yeah.
Well, there's
downtime.
There's a weird book that Eowyn's not demon possessed, ghost, a possessor
Nyrex.
Ghost is wanting us to get.
Yes.
Which I think was like a 2-coin job. Like it's not a big job.
It's not a big job. Quellen also has a job of finding a hull for you guys. For that is to do with the ritual that you wanted to do. Let's see. I don't have anything written in here for the other guys, but let's see. Adelaide said that he could have promised another job, and Grace said that given enough time, she can find another potential job for you guys as well. Or maybe there's like another person that I'm not even thinking of, or maybe a job that you guys are thinking, because the jobs don't necessarily have to come from me. It could be from your guys' interactions as well. But how about this? I'm gonna do a little bit of. We're pretty much in free play right now while we try to find out this next job. So if you guys have any ideas, we can do that. But while what you guys think about it of current jobs or potential people you want to work with, I'm gonna set this scene real quick. As Eoin, you are in whatever weird place you call home. We don't have. It could be like maybe it's somewhere like this loft that you're renting out that like looks over the sea a little bit, and like you can kind of see like the sparking of the spark of the lightning gate or whatever it's called. I forgot. Just kind of sparking and flashing into like the light is like reflecting into your loft as you're sitting there, and as you're trying to sleep, you're just remembering all these different things, and then the spirit bottle begins to like softly rattle as this voice comes out, and he's just, Speaker, I was excited earlier, but you must bring us here. We have to be free. You are the one to do it. We would need help. Can you help?
And Eoin is hearing this, and he's a little irritated that this ghost keeps talking to him. Like he at the same time, like he is like beyond excited about just the thought of doing something because he's so fascinated by ghosts and by finding them ways to return back. But at the same time, like he does not want to be challenged into doing it. Like he wants to do it on his own terms. So he is probably going to like just kind of turn towards the bottle and be like, "Oi, I'm trying to get some sleep over here. Come on, man. Have some decency." Just like
There's... Oh, go ahead.
and then just kind of like rolls back over.
And, like, as the bottle, like, just one more rattle, it's just like, we can promise our great treasure out from the outside. We just need the talisman to be gone.
Oh, jeez. Crap. So he, and like that just makes him like sit straight up, and he just like, because he's crazy, this is what he's going to do. He's going to pop the top off of the spirit bottle to talk to the spirit. So he puts his fine spirit mask on and pulls out his Itisdpayne, because he has no idea what he's doing sometimes, and he just pops the spirit bottle lid off as he's talking to the spirit as he does it. He's like, "Oi, alright, talk to me about this talisman, but if we're gonna talk, no more rattling around in this bottle. I'll let you out. You leave us be, or I'll have to do worse." And he uncorks, or I don't even know, like, part of me thinks it's like kind of like a ship bottle type of thing, where like, but at the same time, like, I'm not entirely sure how this all works. So I'm thinking it's like a cork, but it's not like just like a cork, like it's like a specialized like cork that has like electroplasm or some sort of like thing endued in it. So he like pops this thing out, and I just imagine that the spirit is just kind of like out of the bottle, and there's like this like jolt back as he had like when he went in. So it's almost like he like just fired off a shotgun of a spirit coming out of it. And what happens?
Yeah. And like this, it's not as like violent as you explained. It's like the smoke comes out and he's like, "I'm sorry, I got overexcited when someone, we had a prophecy within the, as you call it, the ghosts, the dead, but that the speaker would find us and that he would give us homes. But my excitement, my passion came off too much. You see, we are from a forgotten village out in the surrounding lands and to the deserts. And we can prepare, we can give you our treasure that has been hidden there. We don't have any use for it. But we know that you guys like these baubles and payments. However, we have many of friends that are stuck in here. And there's a talisman in that Sanctumorium that is there, that's holding us. It has great power. If you are able to break this talisman, we would be able to leave and find our home. You are the one that brings us here to begin our pilgrimage. But it is no good if we are brought here and we are tied. I promise you, there is great wealth that we have no use for anymore. We just need your help.
And Eoin is just beyond intrigued about the craziness that's happening right now. There's a ghost in his apartment speaking to him about a talisman that's keeping ghosts away, and he is all about freeing ghosts from where they are, as long as they're good, right? Like if they're bad, like he's all about getting rid
It's
of
the
them.
ones that you have been interacting with, so it's like,
And so he, that was more just preference for my own brain, as I'm just trying to feel out what he's going to do here. And he just goes, all right, I'll need some more information about this sanctuarium.
well, you would know where that is. That is in the district of Brightstone.
Oh no! Like he's thinking about like how a job would be done. He's like, I know what you're talking about. No, this voice is terrible. He's like, I know what you're talking about. I know, like, what you want me to do, but I'm gonna need you to help me find out more information about what and where this is.
Yes, if you choose to help us, you and your friends, then I will do everything in my power to help you, but I cannot get too close, but don't worry, I can give you the information you desire.
All right. You might have yourself a deal. Oh, of course, I have to talk to my crew to get any sort of plan and action, but for great treasure, and for personally, for freeing you from the things that keep you tied.
Yes.
Can't say
Yes,
I'm not intrigued.
I will go back into your portable jail, and wait until you tell me, for I do not have a home, so I wait and you let me know. If it won't work, it's okay. We'll have to find another speaker. And he just kind of mists back into the bottle, and it's quiet.
And Eoin just like pops the top back on and just kind of like sits there with the bottle in his hands and just is like, all right, that was something. And then just kind of like lays back to try to get sleep, but he's like holding the bottle now.
Yeah, that was something. Just immediately passes out.
And so like if it was like from like a cinematic thing, like his eyes are just like darting back and forth as he's just thinking through like everything that just happened, but he's like trying his best to get sleep because he's tired.
All right. Kai and Veleris, was there any other people that you wanted to talk to see if they could have potential jobs, or are you guys gonna work with what's on the table?
I think Veleris is gonna work well.
Oh, your mic cut out a little bit. You said you work.
Veleris is gonna work with what's on the table from the quite a few jobs that are to choose from.
Okay. Kai?
Also down with
Great.
that. Because I feel like, Kai already did the mission with Grace. I think that was more than enough. I'm willing to see what. Let's do some ghostly stuff.
Yeah. Well, and Kai, Grace hasn't come back to tell you. Like, she hasn't brought in that job yet.
Gotcha.
So, Aye. Are you guys interested in going down Ghost Path, or is there something like we don't have to talk in character? You guys can just talk between each other. What sounds?
So Eoin is definitely interested in figuring out this talisman, but at the same time, as he's weary about this ghost, right? Like he's trying to figure out like the ghost's intention, whereas he already has a connection to a possessor ghost who has already offered him a job with like real gain, right? Like he knows, like, so he really wants to benefit his friend first before he goes gallivanting off after possible untold wealth with a ghost that woke him up in the middle of the night.
Well, you're in free play. If you want to go talk with Nyrex, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think what I'm saying is I think he wants to go get the book for Nyrex first, and then he'd be open to pursuing this talisman. But in like Eowyn's mind, like the book for Nyrex is like something that he could do himself without the whole crew, and then like while the crew's working on figuring out how to get into the talisman.
Well, would you want to talk with Nyrex real quick and just
Sure.
Because he does have connection, like he is like.
I think you want me to talk to Nyrex, so let's do it.
Oh, like
No, just kidding.
I don't. You can do whatever you want.
No,
but
let's talk to Nyrex. Because I think Eoin has like 1,000 questions now with this, and he's leaving the spirit bottle at home. He's not taking it with him because he doesn't want this thing to start talking while he's out and about.
So, let's say I think last time you guys met on a bridge, and now that I see there's like tons of bridge names,
Yeah,
you know what? It fits. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. You talk.
I was gonna say maybe you guys meet on the Bridge of the Lost, which is I was either thinking of that or the Bridge of the Lonely. The Bridge of the Lonely sounds fun because I think it also is close to. Because I think from there, like he brings you on his gondola
And then
as well, because that's what his last time. So yeah, so like the Bridge of the Lonely is if you see where Silk Shore is,
Yep, I see
written on the coast, yeah, it's right there. I'll just ping it for the rest of the players. Yeah, so you meet on there, and then you see I think it was a green flame, while everyone else had like kind of blue flames, or it was the other way around.
Yeah, but he has
remember.
a different thing, and like no one ever gets on his gondola.
Yeah, and so he has this green thing, and Nyrex is just like, hello, my friend. I do not remember what my voice was back from episode 2. But
whatever he sounds like, he's a ghost, right? Like talking out of a human, so it's a little.
Yes, I was getting the tone.
Oi, we had a few other jobs first, but you're next on our list. But I had a question for you.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of chatter within the ghost realm, the ghost field, as I've traveled, that there's some sort of speaker that they're searching for, and a ghost that I have possession of right now seems to think that's me.
Well, if you are the speaker, you do know that holds great wealth in our community. For that's as you may know, the humans and the people of this realm don't look highly once you don't have a flesh cage, a body to go around in. But the speaker is one who is foretold to look past such things and help us. What did this spirit promise you?
Well, that's where I'm weary and leery about. He promised great wealth if I were to dispose of a talisman that he says is keeping them tied somewhere. But I'm not sure if I can trust what he says.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's an excitable fellow, right?
Quite. Woke me up out of a dead sleep.
A dead sleep. We haven't had one of those for a while.
I love your sense of humor, man.
Yes. But, he is telling the truth. We don't have the need for, the wealth that the living demands, but I'm pretty sure he said we were looking for home. And so this is something that actually my tome was about, but if you are the speaker, then we might not need the tome. Did he say where this talisman was being held?
In the sanctuarium.
Oh. That would explain why I am unable to get into that area. It repels, but also holds. If you want to do this job, I think you are going to need something else first. Something that will help prepare you to go in to Brightstone. There is pretty much a building there. I've heard whispers of it that it is abandoned, but the buildings are never abandoned for long. However, what is around the building is pretty much a gathering. And there's pretty much a secret market. If you are able to get a hold of that market, you would have a better way to get in to Brightstone. It is very close to the Sanctuarium. Plus, it has ways to escape from what I've heard and everything, so it would be a sneaky way in and out. However, from what I've heard from you guys, the crew, you like to go big or go home, so.
Oh, you've heard all about
it's hard.
the ghost field openings, huh?
Yes. So that is my suggestion. I can give you some information of the location. I myself can't go in there, but this would give you a solid entry and exit. Most covert, if you wish. But I can help you set up a meeting with some people to take over this. It would be a little challenging, but if you're able to get it, it could help overall.
Well, I trust you with my life. So you set up the meetings we must set up.
Yes. Well, let me know if that is something that is interesting in you, and we'll go from there. And at that point, you are in front of the basement as he lets you out, and so I'll ask you guys what would you guys want to do? We won't go and do information rolls and all that stuff. We'll do that next session. But would you guys want to take this advice of getting this entry? Would you guys like to just straight run in there? Or maybe a completely different job, which is a-okay. What is percolating the interests of the necessary evil?
I think Kai would definitely just be like, let's run in there. But we'll fall back to the advice, obviously begrudgingly, if the decision is to do otherwise.
So I think Eoin would say, well, let's have these meetings first and see what this market's all about. And if we don't have a good feeling about that, then I say we go in and we break this thing apart.
Kai...
Veleris
Oh,
would-
sorry, go ahead.
Veleris will be on board with getting more information from the meeting.
Kai nods at Eoin and says, okay, I can get with that. If things go south, then yeah, I'm down with that.
Alright. So, you are... Oh, let's... Sorry, brain just farted. It's, yeah, so you guys want to go... Are you guys just trying to get more information about this, about the... Are you guys going to do the job to get the area? Because I can just tell you plainly, like, kind of what it would come out to if you guys decide to meet with the people and go get that job. It's pretty much you guys would, like, you wouldn't get gold coin, but you would get turf. But then it's also up to you what you guys want to do with said turf. So if you guys want to, like, clear out this market and put something else in there to generate coin, because that's what it would do. It would give you +1 coin, or whatever. Like we could figure it out. But there's that. Or if you guys want to just charge in, it's like we can do that as well. Like that's pretty much like well, you guys want more information, so pretty much you meet. We won't have to roleplay this, but it's just like the person just says, like, you've heard of the silver markets, which is a very prominent market in Brightstone, and is excuse me, it's a very prominent, sells a lot of rare and expensive items, but it's like, yes, but what we have is the jade market, where it is hidden, and it's more of the holds more things of the spice of life. They're pretty much up there. The church and all them, they think they're all good hoity-toity followers, but we see a bunch of people come through that place. So, if you kick out the owners from there, no one would really be able to make a big fuss unless it spills out into the streets. But it is up to you. If you want to go through that way.
Alright. I think I know the right person to intimidate folks out of their shops.
If that's what if you want to close the market, then that's it. That is on you.
And she,
Just letting you know.
she's itching for a fight. So we'll see what happens with these shopkeepers. If they want to stay open, or if they need a little persuasion.
Okay, yes. I think the person that is in charge of it right now is, I had his name right here, Laszlo. I did not have a last name, but I heard that Just be careful. I heard that he is either ex-blue coat or has ties to the blue coats. You want to be careful. But no one will blink an eye if new owners come in. But I'll leave it up to you. If you, my name is, I was about to say a name and I was like, I don't know if that's a already name for another character in here. My name is... Wow. Words are really hard to say when you have 3 different names trying to combine themselves when you're trying to just choose one.
I thought you were making a 22 Jump Street reference where he's like,
I haven't seen that one.
I won't say it then. Okay, never mind.
It's all good. Yes. For now, you can just call me H.
Say that one more time.
Get H. Just the letter H.
Got you.
H.
Yep. H. Yes, if you, if things go well, then maybe you learn more letters of my name.
So Eoin explains all this to the crew to get their ideas of how we might take over the market best.
So if this is what you guys are doing, we can pause here, and if that's the mission or the next job you want to do, we can next episode we can go do that. If everyone's in agreement.
I'm already cracking my Well, yeah, Kai's already cracking the knuckles. So.
Veleris, you good with this, or did you?
Veleris is also good with this.
Alrighty.
More money for
next
gambling.
time,
Let's do it.
next time, the necessary evil is going out of their hunting grounds to go into Brightstone. This is...
And we already have a -1 with the blue coats from Kai's last time. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, buddy.
So, we'll find out what is going to happen as we are rushing near the end of our 10-episode fun. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for playing, and for everyone watching. Until next time, see you.
See ya.